Hello, everybody out there, and welcome to Beautiful Ashes. It's me, your host, Jennifer, and I hope you are ready for another interesting episode. As usual, Beautiful Ashes is designed as a program that's meant to uplift your spirits and, of course, your thoughts and everything to align you to have a positive and better outlook to life because nothing is lost no matter how low you go. You will live to rise every day. And with me today, I have a very exciting personality. She's an actress. She's a movie producer. I hope I got that right.
Sure.
And she's into everything. She has on her stable, she's the convener of the National Integrity Award. She's a mother and a wife. Oh, wow, so many things, all for one person. And I have the honor and pleasure to introduce you to no other than Eno Udo.
Hi, it's nice seeing you again, though.
Yes.
It's been quite some time.
Quite some time indeed. All right.
Hello, everyone. I'm honored to be here. My name is Enodo. I'm a movie producer, Nollywood actor. I'm the convener for National Integrity Award. I'm an event planner, a caterer. Full package.
All right, full package. Right. So,
Yeah.
Eno, let's go on with your story. For every other guest who's been here, most times it's been trials from the beginning for them. Though it always looks wonderful at this time, you've gotten there and it seems it's all rosy and all that. But for a lot of people, they've got some back end story. It wasn't always easy for them.
Yeah.
So how did it go for you?
Okay, actually, is the acting line or the event line both, right?
Everything, the
Okay,
life, the acting,
let me start from the acting line because we have lots and lots of people out there that are wondering, okay, they want to be stars, they want to be there, but really it's not that easy. Nothing actually is easy though, because somebody like me, I think I started acting from primary school. I actually wrote my first script in primary school, although it was still amateur kind of. But I kept on pushing, I kept on being consistent in what I was doing till I think I got to SS3 when this late JT Tom West that died. Then he discovered me when I was in SS3, and then he used to call me Liz Benson Jr. You understand? So he kind of pushed me, you understand? And 2 years later, he died. So I kept on, I was still, going for auditions, going for movies and all that. But I think it got to a time my dad was like, I know you love this acting thing, but you need to finish your school. You need to get to a particular stage in life academically first before you now come back. So after I went to school and all that, I now came back again to the industry, and coming back to the industry, competition was so high already. People I left then, they've gone so far, like somebody like Funke Akindele. I remember then, when I started, she has not even come into limelight then. But when I came back, everywhere was so packed, So I had to just look at it like, okay, I can't just really focus mainly on the movie industry. I entered into the media world, publicity world, It started bringing me out again. And somebody like me, I've been doing event planning from small. I think all my elder sisters that got married, I arranged their wedding both in Akwa Ibom and Lagos. I'll do the cooking here, I'll travel there, I'll get the vehicle here, I'll travel there again, pick people, I have this event thing coming from small. Like if in my family there's an event tomorrow, they'll be like, let's wait, come and arrange it. And I'm like, okay. So I have a gift there. So from there I had to go to an event school at Ikeja here for like a year, where I came out with my event management certificate, knowing that I've gotten that level. After that, I had to go to a catering school for another 1 year. I knew I was a caterer, but I needed to get more knowledge, So I had to go there, get my certificate again. I came out, But coming to the real world now, the competition is still high. And I looked at it like, okay, I've been acting for a long time. I've known here and there. Let me go to movie production. I know the crew, I know people that I work with, I know how it works, I know how to produce a movie. So that was how I now entered the production line, and I was able to produce movies and bring in top veteran actors into it so that I can, I'm still growing day by day. So acting is not really, it's not a child's play, because right now the competition is so high, but it's just the grace of God and, you know, consistency that really makes people to get to that level.
All right, you mentioned the grace of God. Like, I know we live in times where God is rarely acknowledged, but you know, I keep on telling people, most things we see manifest in the physical, it's been like a spiritual battle that you've won and
Already.
It's come out. So can you mention any challenge that in the course of acting maybe almost deterred you from, you know, being in that line, or something that made you decide, no matter what, I'm going to stick to this profession?
Actually, like I said, there's a competition is so high. Like, coming back to the industry, I kind of got discouraged because there's this godfatherism in the industry. There's a carcass. There's a carcass already. If you're not in that carcass,
you can't break it.
You understand what I'm saying? I know different establishments have carcass, but in the industry there is. So if you're not in that carcass, you're just going for auditions, it's just the grace of God. So that one actually kind of discouraged me, because when I came back to the industry, I saw that people that were not even, I don't want to say they were not fit to be actors, they're already taking steps because of this godfatherism. And I did not have just anybody to even say I wanted to. But you know, I just kept on doing my thing. Praying. I don't joke with prayer. I tell people, when you see a no is, I have a friend, I won't call her a friend per se, but like a colleague that called me one day, was like, hey, no, I don't get you. Where is the soap you are? I said, which soap? Where did they sell? Even me, I don't know where they're selling the soap. She's like, you are there, you have the National Integrity Award that came up last year. You were not there. It was powerful. At the time, I was like, I don't get it. Was I the one that really organized this event? We had top celebrities. We had chiefs. We had kings. They were there just for this girl. You get? So one thing I believe so much and I hold on to, I know hard work is very important. You must not, as a lady especially, you must not be lazy. But I tell people, I don't joke with prayer. When most people are sleeping, I set my alarm every day, every single day. I don't joke with my midnight prayers. I don't joke with it for anything, because any day I don't do that prayer, that next day I feel weak, because most things that, like you said, that happen in the physical has happened in the spiritual. So if you don't break your way in during the night and it doesn't now work for you in the day, don't blame anybody. I have some friends that come around that, where do you go to? What do you do? I say, my dear, go and pray. That is it. That is the logic behind it. Do your own homework. Don't be lazy. Walk, do everything you can do, but you just can't do all these things without the grace of God. So that has just been what has been pushing me. So I did not allow that godfatherism thing that was how I was able to break through without having any godfather except God.
You can hear it with the power of a praying woman and a believer. So truly, God is the factor.
It's very important.
Behind everything. We can't overrule the place of God in our lives. So how has it been juggling all these together? You're a wife, you're a mother, you're an event planner, you're a caterer, you're an actress, you're a movie producer, you're a convener for a national award. How do you do all this?
Let me start with being a mother. Being a mother is not very easy. Let me be honest. But one thing I did, I trained my daughter. If you see my daughter now, when I'm going out, she's the one that helps me with my bag. Mommy, take. Mommy, buy. I started training my daughter from 10 months because I knew that this kind of work I'm into. I'll not be at home. I'll not be around all the time. So girl, you need to understand the kind of job your mother does. Your mother is not a sit-at-home person at all. So from 10 months, I started training my daughter. I'm going out. I started keeping her with the nanny. She'll go to the daycare, come back. So that was how she got used to it. So up till date, my daughter is 3 years now and she doesn't bother me.
That's another
but the only problem I have with her is when I come back and there's no ice cream. There's a big problem.
Well, mommy's working hard to get all the ice cream. All right, we'll take a quick break right now and we'll be right back. All right, welcome back to Beauty for Ashes. It's still your host Jennifer, and I have with me the delectable Eno Video.
Yes.
All
Sir.
right, back to Eno. So I must commend you on your fortitude and the ability to carry on with all your chores.
Thank you.
And,
Thank you so much.
It's really not easy. Now, for people out there, like I said, they see the glitz, the glamour. You talked about, having to make sacrifices. You went to school and went back to specialized schools, catering school, acting school, going back to learn how to be a producer. What would you say for that man or woman out there who thinks it's impossible to carry on with so many things and like trying to break into certain specialized industries? What would you really tell them?
I'd like to tell them that first and foremost, knowledge is not wasted. You can't say you've gotten to a particular point and you feel that is the end. No. Learning, you keep on learning every day. And if you think it's not possible, people will pass by you and they'll go and do it. So for everyone out there, I will encourage everyone to keep on learning. When I mean keep on learning, even if you've gotten to a particular level, even when you're a producer, you need to understand what it means. You understand? You need to understand it's not about shooting a movie. Most people are producing movies now, but ask them who's the producer, as in they don't
have
know.
An idea.
And one thing I tell my colleagues in the industry is, please go to school. I don't get it. You can't just leave secondary school and say, I want to become an actor because you saw Kanayo on the screen, because you saw Liz Benson on the screen. No. And it's really affecting most of us. Do you understand? Like me, I'm in the industry, but I'm there and I am still doing business. Okay. It takes education. People are focusing on the movie acting, but me, I am in the industry, I am acting and I am doing business in that industry. You don't get it. Like they're having a function, they're having a show, they're having a this. I am the decorator, I am the caterer, I am the this. I am not only waiting for the acting level. Yeah. So if you don't advance yourself, like I advanced myself, you just be stuck in one place. You just be like waiting for when they'll call you for script, come and shoot. I don't wait for that. Do you understand? I'm always here doing this. So as for everyone out there, I feel you just need to upgrade. In fact, 2023 right now, you need to upgrade.
You need to upgrade.
You need to upgrade.
That is a very, very solid advice to people out there. Like I said, forget about the glitz and glamour. Yeah. You have to, soil your hands and really get busy to look all glamorous. And, resilience, like you said, you have to just keep up. But you said something about some people maybe just having basic education, like secondary. Yeah. Do you really think it's necessary? I'm not talking about maybe an acting certificate or degree. Do you really think it's necessary for a tertiary education, like maybe going to the university or polytechnic or something like that? Do you really think it's necessary? Because some people have that talent in them. Like you said, you had it from
you're already
when you
inborn.
Up. So at that point, they might feel
they don't need it anymore. That is where they don't get it right.
Yeah. And these days, a lot of people are there's this new brain wave all over the world that you don't need to have a formal degree to get out there. It's what you can pick up and learn or something like that.
No. That is only for a layman. If you really understand what it is, you really need to go to school. Okay. Because let's assume you become a popular actor. Let me use acting because that is really the field I really, For example, as an actor, you like I've shot. This is me, right? Yeah. I think this month alone I've shot like 8 movies. Yeah. This month. Let's assume, by the grace of God, I now get there. When I mean get there, my name by the grace of God it will. Yes. Now, somebody in the US or in London or in Germany. Okay, this Enoldo, I've been hearing about Enoldo. Okay, come and be an ambassador for us in the US or somewhere and come with your credentials. Please, where do I start from?
Maybe you
Do I start from the film? I'll start packing all the film I have done.
Yeah, I mean,
Please see my film. Oh. No, I want to be an ambassador for that kind of big company in the US. I must have something to offer, something to put on the table. And that is where all those certificates, all those degrees come. And when you get there, even with your talking, the way you compose yourself, see, going to school is not about writing alone.
Yeah.
It's not about knowing 2 plus 2. It's about getting things right. The way you sit, the way you talk, the way you compose yourself, the way it's all about education. So please tell me I didn't go, I did not understand. I just enter plane and travel with CD, cassette, CEO, I'm an actor, I want to come and become ambassador. Please, now it doesn't work like that. Okay. So education is very, very important.
All right. I'm also an advocate for good education. It's something everybody should endeavor to have, because the truth is God has given you the ability to be able to take in so much. So don't ever see yourself like this is
where the level I can stop. Keep on going.
Keep on pushing.
Yeah.
God's grace will always see you through to that level. And it's always beautiful to know that as women, we help ourselves when we talk, we encourage each other, we share our pains, we try to learn things even
from each other
by talking with each other. So it's a good thing. So for women out there, don't feel maybe you've gotten to a certain age or stage, or maybe you've had a child, you can't move on, or you are married or something. No, the world is yours to conquer. So just pick up yourself, the pieces, and trust me, by the time you make that move, be it for lack of want of finances or something, women, they're limiting themselves to just staying at home, not moving forward. I mean, I told them wrong there. Your partner matters in this trip. Before you entered into the whatever, you knew that this person is this kind of person. So if your partner is the discouraging kind of person, most ladies don't tend to further. They stay in one point. But when you have a partner that encourages you, man, even if you do not want to stand up, you will stand up. You understand? So women need to really, like you said, they need to just stand up and keep on pushing themselves, because men are not ready for liabilities again. Am I speaking for the women here? That is the truth. You know, these days we hear at all. What are you bringing to the table? Yeah. To be the table itself. My dear, if a guy comes to you to want to ask you out right now, the first thing is asking you now, what do you do? What do you do? It never used to be like this before. Oh, well. So the guy doesn't also want a liability for his life. So women have to really, push themselves. Even as women, we should, don't you want better things for yourself? Your kids can't wait for the father to come before you give them food now. So, it's not cool. We need to push each other up. No, don't you worry. Even if you're in that situation, you can still stay at home and actually think of something worthwhile to work do. From home is even more. Within the work from home is even more rampant now. It's working from home is on your laptop. You don't need to move. Everything is technology is making things easier. So all right. So think of what you have no excuse. While we go on this break, and we'll be right back. All right, we're back from that break, and we are really refreshed and smiling. It's been a wonderful time here with Eno. And back to Eno. Yes. So this is the last segment of the show. I really do feel bad to let you go, but please let me go. She's a busy woman. Now, we have, like this program, it's been a fun ride for us, but largely it's all about values. And when we talk about values, we are people of faith. We believe in God, and we propagate, the gospel of Christ. Okay. And like at Divine TV, it's all about enriching souls through the gospel of Christ. Okay. So now you stated clearly that you are a praying woman. Yes. How do you advise women in this day and age? There's so many, trappings around us now. Yeah. In the past, you wouldn't see a believer looking like you. Some people tell you outrightly, no, you can't tell me you're no. So how do you manage, despite everything you do, to still have that sanity and clarity to be focused on Christ?
Okay, so being honest right now, I feel I've been there, I've done that. And I've seen that there is no other way except just holding on to God.
The only way.
That is it. That is just it. That's just the truth. Because I've really been there. Let me just use that word. And I have seen that being there, that's on the other side, is just like you're just going around. You're just going around in circles. When you hold on to God, that's when you really understand where you are coming from and where you are going to. And it gives you direction. Yeah. Like I tell people, I don't need a prophet to come and tell me, tomorrow you go and enter bus, you will see one man that is wearing yellow. I don't need that, because me particularly, when I sleep or after my prayer, I have things God showed to me. So those are the things that really encourage me, that I have something I need to do with God. And it really made me to now, get more closer to Him. And even after I now got a child, I now knew that, I even need that God more. You understand? Yes, so that's being real now. It's just God. If you're not holding on to God, then like in the industry I am right now, I'm sorry to use this word, but if you're not holding on to God, the devil will use you very well. Wow. And he will use you, and before you know, you are gone. Wow. Because people that are there that are not even ordinary people, they are not even in that. I'm talking about that is movie industry right now. Yeah. We have people that are so diabolical. We know ourselves now.
Is it just about getting roles that they turn into this
diabolical things? Are like in two ways. First, they want this for the stardom. Secondly, is to remove the person in front that doesn't want them to move. We all know these things happen in the industry. So if you're not holding up to God, you understand? Like before I produce my movie, I do have a 3 days fasting on my own, not anybody. I must pray. Because so that if I was so lucky, my last production, the equipment, everything, the weather, everything worked in my favor. But I have a friend that produced after that time in the same production house we are into. My sister, rain started from the first day. The girl I paid for equipment, everything just went. The location, the houses she got, the hotel, everything just got. She got confused and she spent millions for this production. You see that it's very important. She felt she could do it on her own. But I knew where my help comes from. So I went there first before the production started. Not until when the production starts. I pray ahead before I start what I want to do. And when God sees that you put Him ahead of that, that is when He will help you. Definitely. Yeah. So it's without God, you're just going around in circles.
True. And like the book of Psalm 121 says, when I lift up my eyes to the hills, where does my help come from? From God Almighty. So truly, God has been your strength.
Yes.
And God will always be your own strength.
Amen.
And your help through everything you do, and your paths will keep on being blessed, and God will direct and order your footsteps always.
Amen.
It's been refreshing talking to Eno here. This is really a pressure on this show.
Yes,
I know how to do it, but this is a whole new twist to it. She's brought so much fun and life to today's episode. So once again, Eno, thank you. Any last words before I let you go?
Yeah. Just to everyone out there, just keep being who you are. I tell people, don't try to be somebody else, because you're trying to be somebody else, you are getting it wrong. Try to be yourself. Always be yourself. Nobody can be like you. You're better than the other person. And please always put God first in everything you do. When you put Him first, trust me, you enjoy it. So
all right. Thanks. Thank you. Wonderful words from the one and only. All right. Well, thank you so much for being with us. And don't forget, here at Divine TV, all we do is try to enrich souls through the gospel of Christ. And of course, you can catch up with us on the show and all our other programs under the stable of Divine TV. Just get to our YouTube channel. That's _VINE, that's Divine TV, and great wholesome content for you to watch. And all over our social media channels, you can always see what we have for you to be enriched and uplifted for Christ. And don't forget, when you hit that YouTube station channel, don't forget to share, like, and do everything in between. All right, from me, Jennifer, keep on trusting God and holding on to Him. He'll definitely give you beautiful ashes. Bye now.